All right, down here at the bottom left, the ace player of SlayerS, he is
SlayerS MMA.
And the top position, a player who's got a ton of fans both in Korea and abroad.
MVP 동래구.
Alrighty, so what do you think is going to happen, Wolf?
I don't know, anything could happen.
Anything?
This map, like I said, is relatively small. It's not small, but there just aren't that many bases to take.
Yep.
It's not like Metalopolis also where you kind of have easily taken other mains. The mains are very far away from each other, so you can't take those as bases.
Yep.
And the bases that you can take are just, they're kind of far away. Not very easy. There is that third base that's relatively easy to take, but after that, it's like, where do you go?
Yep. It's action-packed games, always on this map.
Yeah, it's very, very difficult to take that third. When do you take it? Can you hold it? Since the map architecture kind of lends itself to very pressure-oriented styles, so if you slip and make your hatchery at the wrong time, you just die.
Yep.
And the same can be said of a command center, so...
I have to say one thing. The map choices made by SlayerS against... Whoa! He's seen it. Looks like he was going to go for that 2-8. This position has to be frustrating Dongregu. He cannot hit the SCV at all.
Yeah, exactly. And, of course, an SCV comes out just in case, but it was perfect positioning. So we do see a Makarax right from the start. And,
yeah, like I was saying, the map choices...
go on with that, yeah.
It's really countering Dongregu's style, because you really want to have that third to get so many mutas out with the gas in itself, especially if you need to defend against a lot of those Marines for Banelings, and I really cannot be more impressed with the map choices by these guys.
It's not a coincidence that they're choosing these
absolutely
maps.
not.
They know Dongregu's late style is very, very strong. It's the kind of map you pick against someone like Nestea, who plays the late game really well. He doesn't use exactly the same style as Dongregu does, but even so, his style requires a lot of bases. He likes to play a little bit aggressively, but passively into the mid game to take the entire map.
His strength is in his late game, and that's what I think MMA is going to not allow him to get to, or at least try not to.
Right. Well, this 2-Rax is quite scary.
Yep.
And he already has some drones kind of pulled off the line just to make sure that no bunkers get up. I like that. Maybe a little too preemptive, but you don't want to lose in the ace match to something silly.
No. Well, he did defend this exact kind of thing, or a little bit slightly different because it was in the middle of the map against Boxer.
Exactly.
Did extremely well against that. He's actually got a command center going down here for MMA as well.
Smart move to just lift up, go home, not even attack, just go home, make that command center, add your gases.
He just doesn't want to overextend.
Exactly. As you can see, he has stopped mining gas, getting his Zergling speed going, just going to drone up here a little bit. He's made not that many Zerglings, in fact. He only made 10, which is pretty normal for this kind of pressure. You got to make those just to be safe.
Well, it's good that the fact that he didn't overreact either. A lot of Zerg players will sit there and go, oh my god, I'm being 2-Raxed, and just get like 20 lings.
Yeah,
or,
I mean, you
some
see a lot
fictional high number.
Yeah, you do see that.
But Dongregu, very seasoned against this kind of pressure, realized that MMA was backing off, and now is continuing to drone.
Indeed. Now, these Zerglings going to come up here, try to do a little bit of pressure. When you make this many Zerglings, this is always frustrating. And you're like, oh, I can't really do anything with them now, and that's 4 more drones I could have had that I just don't have anymore.
Zergling speed's finished up, though. He will continue to keep that map presence. There is an SCV hanging out at the 12 o'clock position. Not sure if he's going to go make something or not.
I think most likely he just wants to check for the third base to see if... Sure. Because we have seen Dongregu hide bases around the map sometimes in the mid game just to get ahead.
And of course, MMA was in the stands when he played against Boxer. He did know that there was that third, those bases down in the bottom right-hand corner. Exactly. He's going to be very prepared for that.
Now, right now, since speed is done, it's going to be very difficult for MMA to be mobile on the map. But he is getting a tech lab on that factory. He's made a second factory, so he's doing the Karn build. That's what I like to call it, Karn. If you guys don't know the French player Karn, he loves to, after no matter what he opens, he loves to get 2 factories, get pre-igniter Hellions, and just make Hellions out of 2 factories. And that's why I call it the Karn build. But of course, these are pretty common follow-up to this type of strategy. Control the map with those Hellions. Of course, you not only, I mean, the Hellions are great if you get pre-igniter. You can sometimes kill a lot of drones, but obviously that's not the big point. The big idea is to just control the map with them.
Of course, we do have that Bangling that's now popping here for Dongregu. And Olaire very quickly.
I like that. I don't think he's necessarily going to go for a super fast Spire. But he is mining gas off of 3 gases. Getting an Evo chamber right now. These Lings just continue to scout forward. He's looking for siege tanks. He wants to know, are you doing the Hellion style, or are you just going to try to make siege tanks and kind of siege expand into that Marine tank style?
He is trying to poke in there, see what's going on. He does have Overlord's position very well across his main and map to see if anything comes through there. Free Igniter and Combat Shield are almost done. And look at that creep spread.
That's a pretty good creep spread. Look at that Queen. She's going at it, man. She's just at the front lines of that creep. Maybe we'll get a shot of it in a second.
Yeah.
But I like that he used the Zerglings to keep checking for those tanks. Yep. Now he knows exactly what's going on.
Oh, he is losing a lot of Zerglings as he pushes forward, though.
He's making Spine Crawlers at the front of his base. He's getting some Banelings. It's going to be really, really easy for him to deal with this Hellion pressure because he knows it's coming.
And that creep spread as well.
Exactly. That's another thing. And here they come.
The Banelings are not done yet. Did MMA see the Banelings? I'm not sure. They do not have speed yet. Spire is being built. There's 14 Lings in production. Nice scans.
Does take out a lot of that creep.
Still having a hard time actually getting past those Spine Crawlers, though. I think MMA is going to cut his losses, pull back, not overextend himself yet again, which is nice.
Dongrigu, so smart to just check for those tanks. If you know there's no tanks, you can almost always predict this.
We have Burrow on the way. Will we see some borrowed Banelings?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Possibly. Usually that is what you see Burrow for in this matchup. No Baneling speed just yet. He is making a macro hatchery. I love this. Realizing it's very difficult for him to take a third right now.
But we do see turrets going up in the main for MMA already, expecting mutas to come. And his positioning of these turrets is usually absolutely perfect. Not going to allow the mutas to come in, even pick up a tech lab or do damage. And we've got Hellions at the front of the map. Sorry, it's not the map. The natural here for Dongrigu, keeping him in there. He is trying to take this third now.
A bold
move. A little
move.
bit out of the way, but he needs that gas.
He does need it. To make Mutalisk off of 2 base is very risky. You have to do something with them because you just can't keep making them. You can't do the Dongrigu style. You can't do the Moonglade style where you just get a ton of mutas. Even Zenek's line trying to use those mutas into the late game.
Especially with all these upgrades at the moment.
And right now, MMA does have a third command center. He just hasn't been able to use it. Doesn't feel comfortable enough just yet.
Now, is Dongrigu going to try and tip off MMA that he does have mutas now? Looks like he did almost see them. Not sure if he saw them run past there just yet. He needs to keep...
Look at this, though. Back on the base, he's got Marines and missile turrets there. He's prepared. No stim just yet, though.
Now, that is the downside to having a very, very strong style, is people will know what you're going to do. Because he doesn't do anything else recently.
Yeah, especially because they've just watched him do it twice.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, he's not making infestors early. He's not doing anything out of the ordinary. He's just sticking with the same style, just trying to get those mutas out and use them.
And that's why MMA made those turrets a full minute and a half early. Had his Marines spread right, and nothing the Dongrigu can do right now. There's nothing he can do.
Exactly. I mean, he has that third base up, but it's relatively vulnerable right now. And look at this. Our
I
team,
love this.
I talked to the team about this. We think that not enough Zergs actually do this with their Banelings in the
And he's just going
line.
to keep it there.
Exactly.
For forever, pretty much, until it becomes a fully saturated base.
Exactly. And then when the base gets saturated, you blow them up.
Yep.
And look at this. Moving out takes out a lot of those Zerglings with those Hellions. Just 3 Hellions.
The downside to this, though, is because he's very muta heavy, a lot of players will put turrets down before the command center.
Exactly. I was going to mention that as well. Now this is a very scrappy force here by MMA, but it may just be enough to catch these mutas.
Ooh, they were a little bit bunched up when that Thor hit him. Can't really see their health at the moment. That's okay. It looks like he is going to be dropping. He needs to stop those turrets going up. The command center is landing.
Yeah, he does try to come in here to the main. Does take 1 turret out.
Are we going to see all these SCVs?
All the SCVs are clumped. And
and the Marines are there too. He's waiting for more, baiting him in. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Does kill a lot of those units. Could have been worse. But that was pretty significant there.
That was definitely worth it.
And right now his Mutalisk count is starting to get quite high. He's got 14 mutas out, 3 more on the way. He's got the gases at that third base. His style really starting to shine through here.
There's a lot of idle drones out at the top of the map there, though. He does have that third. It's now fully saturated as well. Got a couple of spine crawlers there to defend it. And MMA, I don't think he's seen it, but there is. I'm seeing in this mini-map, there's a unit going over there.
Yeah, he does see it now with the Marine. And here come the Zerglings running around. There are some units here waiting for them. And he should probably back away.
Spill back. It's just, interestingly enough, it's a very similar unit composition to last game.
That's very true, and I like what MMA is doing. Hold that thought. Sabuta's running in here, targeting down that missile turret.
Oh, there's only that one missile turret there. There's a few Marines being stimmed in. Did get quite a few SCVs.
The Muta's running around, not going to go into the main.
And it looks like MMA really does not want this third base up. He's going to go straight for it. There are Mutas in the main for him, though. Hitting really, a lot of SCVs.
It's really frustrating when there are Mutas in your main. It's very difficult to deal with.
Yeah, there's just not enough production there to be able to take out that many Mutas. I think Dongregu's going to sacrifice this base here by the looks of it, pulling all his drones away just to keep that damage in the main. He's also got that extra base out the front and he's buying time. Ling's coming up into the ramp as a drop goes down in the main for Dongregu.
Yeah, here's a shot of MMA's main. He's looking in a tough spot here. There's so many Mutas and Zerglings in here. And he's lost so many of his forces, and he didn't even take out the hatchery at the 9 o'clock spawn, or position rather.
You know, he's going to get the command center. He's actually backed off a little bit. Is it going to burn down? I'm pretty sure he's going to be able to get some SCVs to that just in time. There's so many Banelings burrowed. Sorry, not Banelings, Zerglings burrowed right there. MMA didn't notice.
That's exactly right. And even if he did notice, it'd be scans used. Right now, as far as supply goes, 177 for Dongregu to just 129 of MMA. MMA not mining from his main base. Lost a lot of units during that attack and didn't even kill the 9 o'clock base. And
he does have that third as well. He's got that technically a fourth. He's transferring a lot of units back there by the looks of it. His Mutas are coming down to do more damage. He's probably going to wait until the Marines get close and then uproot those Zerglings.
Exactly. That's exactly what he's going to do here with these Mutas.
Here we go. Baiting them forward. The stim's been used. Oh, this is just like what he did against those Baneling Vines. He's just luring him in. Does get a couple of supply depots as he's trying to get these forward.
Doing a lot of damage here with these moves. He's forcing the Marines over there.
MMA in a very tight spot right now.
Yeah, he's not really taking the bait. That is so many Mutas, though. And that particular clump there, I'm trying to click on them.
He's trying to get this command center yet again. There we go. Oh, he pulled back just in time, but he does see those Lings now. We'll be able to chase those down. I think there's just too many Mutas there with the Lings to take a lot of damage. Does back off.
The Mutas have 1-1 upgrades. The Marines just have +1 attack. And that is so many Mutas. Those 19 Mutas in that clump. Right now, as far as worker count goes, 81 drones out for Dongregu to 46 SCVs. He may stop drone production here temporarily.
Well, Dongregu is now maxed out. He's starting to get a trust fund.
That is very true.
That is absolutely the worst thing that could possibly be. Oh, those Mutas are clumped up over that Thor. Let's get quite a few hits there.
Does take that Thor out. Going to take the tank out as well. Just using this clump of Mutas to be very aggressive. And most likely, after this, he's going to start adding some more tech structures like an infestation pit, maybe an Ultralisk cavern, and once he loses those Mutas that he's being aggressive with, he'll just remax with a more appropriate unit composition.
He is taking another base at the 12 o'clock position as well, trying to spend his money, trying to be efficient with it. You don't want to let it just their stockpile and then remax with the same unit composition. You want to mix it up because he does have the ability for that. It looks like he's going to go for it here. Moving in, the Banelings coming through, all the Marines. It's just not enough.
There's just way too many units.
Not enough. All the SCVs go down. Dongregu might get his revenge.
And it looks like he just might. The Mutas are going to have to retreat for now as the Marines do come out, but he killed so many SCVs there.
What's the SCV count?
SCV count right now is 31 to 81. And I got to say, not only did he kill a bunch of SCVs, he killed those very important and expensive siege tanks.
Yep, and here we go. We do have a counterattack coming in for MMA. Those Banelings aren't morphed yet. There we go. He's got a good spread of the Marines at the moment. Looks like he's going to go for it now. Banelings coming through. Those Marines running right behind the siege tanks, actually taking out all the Banelings. MMA does have quite a strong force. More Lings being pulled in, and just this remax from that trust fund that he had. He's really going to go get the surround on all these guys now. Mutas coming through. There's not enough Marines to deal with his Mutas. He's just chasing them straight back to his third base.
And there's just not enough Marines.
And there's a couple of drones saying hi to the Marines.
That was a little weird. But right now, basically, Dongregu not even using his base up at the top at the 12 o'clock position, but he could be. More Mutas running in here. There just aren't that many Marines. He's killing the last SCVs that are left.
There's nothing he has to deal with these. He's going to come in, take out all these tech labs. No more tanks. You can even take out the reactors now as well. Not as many Marines.
Yeah, these medevacs in the wrong spot.
Oh, they're going to get picked off as well.
Looking really bad for MMA. I don't know if he can come back from here.
No, there's just no defense here for his SCVs at his third base. He's mined out at his main. He's pretty much mined out at his natural as well. And now
comes the end.
Now comes, the end pretty much. There's nothing.
Just looking too good for Dongrigu at this point. He's just got so much control of these 1-1 Mutas.
He's got that 12 o'clock base up and running now. Oh, the Muta's getting caught a little bit, trying to get as many as he can. Loses 3 of them.
Little drop in the main of Dongrigu, but is cleaned up.
He just has so much production now that MMA's trying to take out this 9 o'clock position, but reinforcements coming through. The spine crawlers doing what they can. Looking at 172 supply to 73 now.
MMA's got drops going on everywhere. We didn't get a shot of all of them. There was one at 9 o'clock, one at the north, one at the 12 o'clock, and all of them were completely shut down. Dongrigu has spine crawlers everywhere. He can actually deal with everything that MMA is throwing at him. He just has such a great economy at this point. And he's got a huge supply lead. I can't see MMA coming back from here.
But he's going to fight to the bitter end by the looks of it.
Indeed he will.
He just hasn't had a chance to take a fourth base. He can't securely defend his mineral line here yet again. There's too many Mutalisks.
And it's looking like that's going to be it. He cleans up the last of the SCVs there at the third base.
Whoa, the Muta's getting caught a little bit in between the turrets and the Marines. But I think it's just a matter of time until Dongrigu cleans up all the drops that are going around everywhere and pushes forward again.
Yeah, he's got the army to just end the game now. Here they come.
Oh, he's going to come through, defend his 9 o'clock, and then push into the third for MMA by the looks of it. The siege tanks are out in the middle of nowhere. No reinforcements here. The banglings coming through. There's just so much stuff. The Marines are getting surrounded, cleaned up. GG! Dongrigu gets his revenge for last season. Looking very happy right now.
Yeah, giving the little finger wave. And that's 1-1, man. That makes this rivalry even more intense.
But it is the group stages.
This is the group stage. So remember, guys, this isn't like the other teams using Dongrigu. Glad he didn't get set on fire there. But this isn't like the last season where if you lose, then you're just out of it. This is a group style of GSTL. And it's taking place over a much longer time.
And it just goes to show what we were talking about before. Dongrigu, not even in Code A, takes out the second place of the Super Tournament right here.
Yeah.
More shirts. Gotta love it. I think we'll be seeing some more teams doing that very shortly.
Yeah, I think so too. It's a very successful way to get your team out there and grow fans. Cell looking a little bit disappointed, but
it's an amazing showing by SlayerS.
And MMA did such a great job in that game. Even though he was losing, he had units everywhere. He was dropping the main base, he was dropping the 12 o'clock base, he was had units running at the 9 o'clock position, he just was everywhere, but Dongrigu was just, he had spine crawler set up, he delayed everything and just was able to bounce back and forth. His Muleless control, incredible.
I think it came down to the Banelings at that third base. It took out a lot of SCVs, a lot of Marines as well with the nice bait of the Mutalisks.
Yeah.
And having that 9 o'clock up without MMA knowing for so long.
Exactly. That is really important. That's something that Dongrigu was able to pull off against Boxer and was able to pull off again. And if you do things like that and you get away with it, it allows you to get that Mutalisk count going. You get it going.
Even though MMA did have his strategy completely outdone from the very beginning, it just came down to those slight little tweaks. And like we were saying, one tiny thing sweeps the game.
Yeah, and he was so ready for the Mutas too. He had the turrets up, he had the Marine split in several different locations. He was completely prepared, but his control, his Baneling mines, they were just so smart that even though he knew what his opponent was doing, he just couldn't take him out.
Yep. So,
well, that's been a great first day of GSTL Jupiter. Tomorrow we've got Venus.
Yes, we do.
So
we've got 4 teams facing off.
Including one very special team that will be here tomorrow. I will be playing in the GSTL, possibly. Can't reveal anything tomorrow. I'll also be casting, so don't worry about that. I'm going to be bouncing back and forth like a, I don't know, like something that bounces back and forth like a bouncy ball. All right.
Alrighty. And unfortunately, I won't be here. I'll be on the bench.
Yeah, you will be. Unstable will be coaching now. All right, here's today's results. Alicia took out Noblesse and Violet, but then was smacked down by Guinea Pig. who and then in turn lost to an interesting strategy by the Emperor himself. Then Dongre-gu came out and cleaned up the last 3, took out Boxer after Boxer did the same strategy twice, then took out Ganji in a very, very close series, and then closed it out against MMA, edged him out with some great Baneling Mine, some great viewless control.
And something that I can't really stress enough, if you look at those maps and the matchups, it is extremely important what maps they use.
Yeah, those maps, the map choices by MVP were so smart, choosing all the maps that really cater towards their strategies.
Or at SlayerS as well. So both these guys very seasoned in the GSTL.
Indeed they are.
Can't wait to see what the next matches are going to be like.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I mean, the GSTL is like the future of StarCraft 2. It's something we haven't really seen in StarCraft 2 yet. It's been experimented with, but I can't stress enough to you guys that this group style of play and how long this is and how many different teams are going to play against each other in different maps, it's just going to be so awesome. It's not just like the GSTL before, which was great, but it was just kind of different because you didn't get to see all the teams play against each other and stuff.
Yep.
Now
to me,
it's just
the
much better.
future is team leagues.
It is. The
It's
future
so much
is
more
team
fun.
leagues. The future is now. And don't forget, during all of this, Code A and Code S are going on.
Yeah, there's so much
Tastosis-
content.
Toastosis will be back as well, casting both Code S and the Team League. There's a lot of rotation going to be going on, so get excited about that. Go to gomtv.net, look up the schedule. Sorry, I thought someone was about to go and talk to us. That was a little weird. So get excited. Be as excited as I am because you should be. If you're a Dongre-gu fan, go tell all your friends. Post on Twitter. Post on Reddit about those games. Don't spoil people though, because that's kind of mean.
시청자 여러분, 처음 인사드리겠습니다. 저는 오늘 승리팀 인터뷰를 맡은 최하나라고 합니다.
Will it interview for you
오늘
guys?
2011 GSTL 시즌 1 개막전 첫 경기가 있었는데요. 오늘 경기에서는 MVP 팀이 기분 좋게 첫 승을 가져갔습니다. 지금 제 옆에는요, MVP 팀 최윤상 감독과 이번 시즌 이번 경기 MVP로 선정된
The MVP of MVP is Dongre-gu.
잠시 인터뷰 나눠보도록 하겠습니다. 네, 먼저 최윤상 감독님, 오늘 승리 정말 축하드려요. 기분 정말 좋으실 것 같은데.
Congratulations.
승리 소감 한 말씀 해주시죠.
MVP 팬 여러분들께 감사드리고요. 오늘 시작 전에
He's very thankful to his fans.
인터뷰에서 말씀드렸다시피 선수들이 그 미드의 엔트리로 선수들끼리 한번 짜보겠다고 해서
He trusted in his players.
제가 짠 것보다 선수들끼리 짜니까 더 잘하는데요. 한번
And he's glad that they performed well for him
2차전
today.
때도 아마 한 번 더 해봐야 될 것 같아요. 예.
네, 정말 오늘 멋진 경기를 보여준 MVP로 선정된 박수호 선수가 지금 제 옆에 나와 있는데요. 정말 축하드립니다. 마무리를 정말 멋지게 해주셨는데 오늘 또 팀의 승리에 큰 보탬이 되셨어요. 기분이 어떠신가요?
일단 별로 이번 경기는 마음에 안 두고 솔직히 연습을 많이 못하는 바람에 마음에 많이 안 두고 왔는데 뭐 생각보다 결과가 좋아서 네, 너무 좋아요.
He said he didn't have a lot of time to practice because of the LG Special League, but he's really happy for winning.
말씀드릴 수 있을 것 같은데 딱 경기를 하면서 굉장히 만감이 교차하셨을 것 같아요. 어떤 각오로 경기에 임하셨나요?
GSTL 그 에이스 결정전 이후로 정말 뭐 칼을 갈고 있었고 무조건 문성원 선수 한번 만나서 이겨야 되겠다고 생각을 했는데 마침 또 팀리그
He said he's glad he was able to get revenge on MMA this time, even though
여기서
he
한번
lost
또
last
만날
time.
기회가 있을 것 같기도 해서 근데 정말 문성원 선수를 많이 의식하고 해서 결과가 좋았던 것 같아요.
네, 이렇게 열심히 준비를 해서 오늘 이런 결과가 있지 않았을까 싶습니다.
He said he was even looking forward to meeting MMA today, and so he's really, really glad that he was able to
이번
win.
시즌 처음 시작인데 시즌에 임하는 각오 그리고 또 팬들에게 한 말씀 부탁드리겠습니다.
예, 우선 첫 승 너무 감격적이고요. 일단 시작이 이렇게 좋은 만큼 마무리까지 최선을 다하도록 하겠습니다. 우선 플레이오프에 진출하도록 최선을 다하겠고요. 이렇게 잘 따라주는
He said this time we want to win the entire thing, and we're glad that we're starting off right. We got a good start here.
네, 앞으로도 좋은 경기 기대하겠습니다. 네, 2011 GSTL 시즌 1 개막전 첫 경기 주피터 디비전에서 가장 먼저 1승을 거둔 MVP 팀과 인터뷰 나눠봤습니다. 자, 그럼 이민한 캐스터 나와주시죠.
Well, Unstable, it's been a great day of casting here
Yes.
at the GSTL Jupiter Day 1, Week 1 I should say. Remember guys, There's 2 Team League matches per week. They're on Thursday and Friday. Jupiter is on Thursday and Venus is on Friday. So keep that in mind if you're really into the Team League. Those are the days you want to be here to watch. They're obviously at 6:10 Korean Standard Time. And in fact, that's actually Code A and Code S I see down there on the screen. I was going to say, did they just put up what I just said? No, those are the other matches that you guys want to tune into. They're going to be next week, obviously, at the times listed below. Code A is going to be at
110.
11. No, I don't know what military time is. What are you talking about? No.
Well, there are a lot of matches to get through, so we're going to have to split up for at least for the first week.
Exactly.
Tomorrow matches, we are going to have FX Open versus StarTale and IM versus FOU. Can't wait, man.
Some great matches tomorrow, especially if you're an FX Open fan or an Incredible Miracle fan. Those 2 teams have shown a lot of promise. StarTale as well, though, and FOU are pretty solid teams, so it should be some great matches. Not just because of the teams that are playing, but there should just be some great games overall. So definitely be sure to tune into those tomorrow. I will be here. Unstable will be here on the bench. I'll be on the bench some of the time.
Yeah, I'll drag you over to help me with the decisions.
Yeah, you're gonna come and he's gonna come and pull me on the back of my neck, fall back. He's gonna drag. I'm like, no, I have to cast this, but he's like, no, you're the player. You've been chosen. Let me play to fake it out, and QXC stands up, and actually I just get out of my casting chair and go walk over there.
Actually, because you picked the wrong player then, because QXC is actually starting tomorrow.
That's true.
Yes.
You just spoiled it, man.
It's public information. All right.
All right, so it's been a great night. Glad to be casting for you guys. I am Wolf.
And I'm Unstable.
He is Unstable. Remember that, because you're going to be seeing a lot more of this guy.
Alrighty.
And make sure that you go to m.gomtv.net. Check out that website if you have a smartphone. I can't stress to you guys enough. It's very, very important that if you have a smartphone, if you want to watch your matches, don't go to gomtv.net on your phone, because, you can go to the website, but it's not optimized for your phone. Go to m.gomtv.net. It's optimized. It's a great site. You can watch the VODs there. You can look up the schedule really, really easily. Seriously, check it out.
You can just do what I did when I was going to work on the train. Just watch VODs.
Do it on the train. Do it in your house.
Just make sure you watch them.
Yeah. Do it when your girlfriend's you're like, oh, I've got to answer this business email, but you're not really doing that. You're just on their phone. Yeah. Seriously, it's a good thing to do.
Well, even after the matches today, I can't think of one match that I would not want to see.
They were all really good matches. Tell your friends to get the VODs. Watch those matches if anyone missed them. Tell your friends about... Don't tell them exactly what happened, because that would be nice. Sometimes my friends told me that stuff when I missed matches because I was in college, and had to get some sleep, had to get ready for my classes, and my friends were like, dude, did you see Game 7? I'm like, what's wrong with you?
No, it's going to be a good day tomorrow.
It is.
And just the whole next week, next 3 months.
This is going to be going on for a long time.
It is.
Tell Gom what you think about this new schedule. Give him some feedback about all that stuff. So we are finally going to wrap up here.
All right.
It's been a pleasure casting with you.
And you?
Really glad that we can finally sit next to each other, look at each other in the eyes. See you guys tomorrow for Group Venus, rather.
Venus, yep.
All right, see you guys.